How do our orgonite pyramids help with chemtrails?
So, Orgone Pyramids, the way they work is very similar to other research done in pyramid research that we reference. For example, the Golod Pyramid Study that was done in Moscow, Russia over the past 2 decades, where when you build large pyramid structures, non-metallic pyramid structures, they're able to electrically couple to the environment. And one of the side effects of that is that they emit a column of negatively charged ions that go from the ground through the apex of the pyramid into the upper atmosphere. And that has an effect with the local environment. Now, chemtrails are filled with all kinds of matter, and some of which is disclosed, a lot of which isn't. And there's new information coming out every day about what people are finding in our skies that's contaminating our skies. Either it's radioactive material, organic or inorganic components. For example, dead blood matter. It's very strange kind of things that are found in samples from people who actually have taken the time and research and used their funding to try to find out what kind of materials are floating up in the chemtrails above us. But these things, a lot of them are toxic to life in general, especially when they settle down. They eventually settle down onto the ground, into the water supply, into the food supply, and they get into the food chain. So it's a real problem. Aerosol spraying, chemtrail spraying of all these toxic chemicals. The thing about chemtrails is that when you're on the ground, when you see those chemtrails in the sky, relative to you and the local environment, they're positively charged, floating up there in the air. So when you have a set of Orgone pyramids, what they do is they emit a negative ion column because of their shape and their geometry and the way they're able to couple to the local environment's toxic RF field. They changes those fields, and one of the byproducts of that are negative charges, which are coming from the ground and leaving the apex of these pyramids that you've put around your property, around your home, and you have these negative ion columns that go up into the upper atmosphere, and they continue to go up. It's negative charges, they continue to go up. Now, as that happens, you have a negative current that's going from the ground into the upper atmosphere. Now, when you have these positively charged chemicals interact with this negative current, and this current's going upward, so the result of having this negative current going into the upper atmosphere is it pulls the positively charged aerosols up along with it, also clearing your skies above you, and the range can extend for miles around depending on the conditions that you're living in.
Yes, and that's important to note that every single environment is different. We live in a dry desert climate, so very often our pyramids above our house create an actual hole in the clouds above our home, and you can see it when you're driving to our house from very far away. It's like, oh, that's where our house is, because that's where the hole in the clouds is. But that's because of the environment that we live in. It's very different in everyone's environment. However, the ion field that's being created is the same. So yes, you might not always have a hole in the clouds above your house, but you know that that ion field is there pushing away those particles, as Tavon was just explaining. Hi, I'm Hope.
And this is Tavon.
And we're from Fix the World Morocco, where we make handmade products for EMF protection.
Each piece is made by hand, custom to your order.
When you order with us, you are commissioning us to make a piece of artwork just for you. Please see our FAQs and terms and conditions for information about our production schedule. Thanks for watching.